Here it is, how to get started to make a ministry video. Well, it looks like you're ready to get started in making a ministry video. So I'm going to share 5 things that you need to be doing as you are making this ministry video. The first thing you need to do is to script your video out. Now there's 2 types of scripts you can be making. You can be making one that is a narration, like a voiceover. So you show the footage of your ministry while the narration is talking. Or it could be testimonials or interviews. So in the videos I do a lot of interviews and then I put that together to make a ministry video. But we've also done voiceover, and those have been very effective videos too as well. They get straight to the point of your ministry. They get straight to the point of what you're asking them to do. So those are very successful videos, and they work really well. The other thing is to keep your video and your script short. Keep it short. Keep it simple. Don't get bogged down in the details about how your ministry works. And the reason for that is that you don't want to have a bunch of verbiage that maybe you and your ministry only know about. Like, for example, I work with a ministry called Young Life, and they have a Bible study group called Campaigners. Now, in the videos I try to not call it Campaigners, but I try to call it a Bible study, because people are more familiar with what a Bible study is than what Campaigners is. So the second thing you need to do is to actually film your ministry. Show your ministry in action. Even if you have to stage some shots or set something up that might be, it might feel like, oh, this might feel unnatural, but you might need to actually stage some shots and make sure that people see what your ministry does. Let's say, for instance, you run a counseling session. Well, you can't necessarily film actual counseling sessions, so you might need to stage a counseling session and what that looks like. So I've done that in the past before with ministries where we've staged some of the shots. We try to keep it as real as possible. I try to have them talk about certain things that might be interesting to them or keep on subject, but make sure you're filming your ministry and what it does. Another example of that would be, say, Young Life again. They meet with kids everywhere. So I try to get footage of kids meeting on the street and walking and talking with kids as well. So that's another way of showing how the ministry works. The third thing to think about is don't be the hero of your video. Your ministry and what you're doing isn't coming in to save the day in these kids' lives. Although in a lot of ways it might be, but there's a bit of a disconnect from a viewer when you start talking about yourself as being the hero of the story. Instead, look at yourself as the guide, that you are coming alongside and that you are helping people in their relationship with Christ, feeding them, that make it sound like that you are the mentor to these people. You're helping them. You're coming alongside of them. Don't make it sound like, oh, we're the only ones offering this service, or we're so awesome, and for a lot of people that's just an automatic shut off in their brains. So don't make yourself the hero. Don't make your ministry the hero. Another person you can make the hero is the people you're ministering to. Make them the hero. Show them or show their successes. Show how they have overcome because of your services, because you've helped them, because you've led them, you've guided them in the right path. And the fourth thing is tell what problem you are solving. Okay? So a lot of people might just talk about their ministry and what they do, but they're not really talking about the problem. And a couple reasons for that. Some people think that everybody knows the problem. Well, everybody knows that people are starving all over the world, so why do we need to say that? Well, it's good to over-communicate what the problem is and what you're doing to solve the problem. A lot of people in ministry videos are made, say for fundraising. So when you're talking about the problem and the solution, you want to make sure that you are showing how your ministry is solving that problem. And that gets the viewer on board too. Like, hey, I want to be a part of solving that problem too. How do I do that? Who do I give the money to? Or how do I get involved in that ministry? So that was point number 4. What problem are you solving? Be sure to talk about that problem. And point number 5, as you're making your ministry video, is to give a clear call to action. Don't make it a mystery about what people should do or how to get involved, or don't say at the end, and if you think about it, maybe you can get involved in our ministry. No, just be clear. Give people a clear path. They've made it to the end of your video. They've been on your website. They want to know, how do I get involved? And you can easily say that in a very short sentence by saying, join us, give today, or be part of our prayer team, or join our email list, whatever it is. And people say that there's 2 calls to action you should make. 2 calls to action you should make. One of them is the direct call to action. So what do you really, really need right now people to do? And the second call to action would be the indirect call to action. What would it be that people could do that maybe it won't cost them that much? Maybe it's join your email list. Maybe it's join your prayer team. Maybe it's become a volunteer or attend the next meeting. Whatever it is, or schedule a call. Give people those 2 call to action. So just a quick review to make the best ministry video you can is to sit down and script your video, film your ministry actually happening, get footage of it actually happening. Don't be the hero of your story. Let the viewer be the hero, or the person that you're ministering to be the hero of the story. Tell exactly what problem you are solving. People want to get behind the solving a problem. And also give a clear call to action. Let people know exactly what you want them to do. Now, if you're interested in making a video and this sounds like it's too much for you, well, give me a call or email me, and I can help you get started on making a video for your ministry, because we would love to help you make a video for your ministry. Again, missionaryfilms.org, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.